When it comes to vehicles which we love the most, vehicles which truly feel like a privilege to include in our collection and offer for sale, there are special cars, and then there are cars like this. Cars which are definitely above and beyond even being special. First things first, it's one of our absolute favourite cars to begin with, a Jaguar XJ. These are wonderful cars to drive. A strong argument could be made, possibly Jaguar's modern masterpiece, certainly in X350 form, even more so in this facelift era X358 from 2007. This one, though, is even more special because this particular XJ8, which of course the aficionados will immediately notice because that is very special, is a 4.2 litre V8. Why this particular car is even more special, though, goes beyond even the fantastic midnight black paint and gorgeous heated and cooled piped barley interior with walnut burr veneers and even that gorgeous wood-trimmed steering wheel. In other words, visual perfection, we would say, for an XJ. This particular car is actually a Japanese import. Although for some drivers that may not mean very much, that is actually one of the best sentences you could possibly hear about a prestige car, because trust us, we love being able to say that. Japanese petrol heads and automotive enthusiasts, simply put, take incredible care of their cars. Plus, they don't salt their roads, they drive on the same side as us, which means that of course it's a right-hand drive car. There are so many advantages, not least of which here, and this really is a beautiful cherry on the cake, due to being a Japanese import, even with that 4.2 litre V8 engine, the road tax on this car is still around half of what it would be were it a UK vehicle originally. £195 a year to tax. One of the biggest things you will of course be wondering is what's the price on this car? Well, the fantastic points don't end because it's under £10,000. Still has the option of low deposit financing as well, and for a car which has barely just kissed 75,000 miles, which is exceedingly low for any of these cars given how fantastic they are for motorway journeys, again it goes back to what we said, it's in absolutely stunning condition. This has to be one of the loveliest examples in the country, and certainly one of the loveliest outside of a museum or a collection, that's for sure, except it's a car which you actually can use every day. Now, speaking to its history, you may have some concerns since it's come from Japan. Does it have service history? Well, yes it does. It has a documented history in Japan as well as a Jaguar specialist and main agent history here in the UK as well, and it was most recently serviced in September. In other words, exactly what you would want from a car like this in every single way. And to that point of not salting their roads in Japan, you could eat your dinner off of the underside of this car. It is in such pristine condition inside and out. And of course, being a flagship Jaguar, it is very, very well equipped. It has built-in navigation, cruise control, climate control, of course, in addition to those heated seats, and that stunningly comfortable air ride suspension. If then you've already been on the lookout for one of these very, very special cars, but in this form with some distinctly desirable advantages, then this might be exactly what you've been looking for. We don't think this car is going to stick around for very long at all in our collection, and as such, you may want to reach out sooner than later. Of course, you could do so via the email address shown right here on screen, or alternately give us a call on 01749 871155 or via our mobile number of 07482 267 439.